if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening? Not gonna say, I don't know how short I'm gonna keep this, but I'm on the road. It's been a hell of a day. But if you see the title, this has to do with all of the shenanigans that's been going on, on social media, politically in America for the last few months. So when I say we already knew we were the next, we would target next, or we were the next target, as a Black American, aka FBA, some people ADOS, whatever you want to call it, we already knew that. When people try to play we had told the people who were targeted with immigration, like, yeah, y'all know what's about to happen, right? And, some of them heard us and some of them didn't, right? So as that has died down, even though the ICE thing is still going, people feel like they got the quote unquote immigrants, aka the Hispanics, on the ropes. But so the next target is of course us Black Americans. You had some of the groups saying, some of the immigrant groups like, yo, what about the Blacks? They should get deported. I don't know who was thinking that, but that was stupid. But then you got some of the other, immigrants that are not that are Black but not Black Americans. They were, what about y'all? And now we need to stick together. And it's like, what we talking about? What we talking about? So now we got this issue where, in all honesty, we knew we were gonna get targeted next. We had no reservation about that. So this is where you get these guys getting on social media, the white guys, the the wannabe white guys, and the blacks and the blacks and the blacks and the blacks with the blacks and the blacks, the snap in the blacks, the crime in the blacks, the 1350 in the blacks. And it's like, oh, okay. All right. Well, the interesting thing is blaming us ain't gonna fix the situation, and we don't care. If you want to be honest, we've always been America's scapegoat for America's failures and mediocrity that have nothing to do with us as a people. We've always been everybody's scapegoat. The reason why your life ain't together is because of us. The way you feel more important in America is because you feel like you're better than us. So for us, it's like, yeah, we know. We know. Yeah. So there comes a point when it's like, you think we care. We know y'all gonna, blame us for everything under the sun, to the point where you're gonna ignore the collapse of the America's economy. We know. And when it's collapsing, what's gonna happen? Oh, but you know why it's collapsing? Because of the blacks. The blacks made it collapse. The blacks made the debt, $37 trillion. It was the blacks. Now that we're all poor, now all of the white girls are going to like the blacks because we're all poor now. They're not going to like us anymore. So what are we going to do? Get your guns, fellas. Get America back through force, Second Amendment. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, So now, for us, it's just like, the reason why we don't care, oh, snap. The reason why we don't care is because, like I said, we've been to blame for everything. And the other reason is, as long as you blaming us for everything, you're not going to be able to fix a doggone thing. And let's be honest. The truth of the matter is, they don't know how to fix America. They don't know how to fix the falling, dying empire. So it's everybody else's fault. You get what I'm saying? So for us, even when you target us, it's a waste of time because it ain't going to fix nothing. It'll make you feel better for now. but it ain't gonna fix a thing. It's not gonna fix a thing. You know, so cool. So at the end of the day, when you don't know how to deal and live in a country that's not uh, giving you all the advantages and privileges and you can get over, it's our fault, right? All of the people who went to school and got an education, education was supposed to put you ahead of everybody. Now it just put you in massive debt. All you got to do is work. If you work hard, you'll be successful. You know what? That's a good thing. But most of the people who worked hard or hard workers worked in agriculture, construction, manual labor type positions that was getting paid the least. The people that were getting paid was people who was watching. So even when we had the immigration thing, that was the issue. See, you chased around all of the quote unquote illegal immigrants or the illegal skilled labor or illegal unskilled labor. Then you didn't have nobody to do the work with all of these Americans. It's like, wait. We already knew that though. Us black Americans, we already knew that. We already knew this country is full of people that are not black or black Americans who are lazy. See, we get the lazy scapegoat. We get the lazy scapegoat. But we knew once you went on attacking all the illegals and all the people with the H-1B visas, everybody's got to go. We already knew. Bro, it's just downhill from here. It's downhill from here. And it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. So now you got a target on us. And here's something. This is not the 90s. Even the early 2000s. And what I mean is, I know y'all want to say it's a YN apocalypse with black on black crime, but the truth is, the drug game dead. The streets really dead. There ain't no money in it. Most of the young people in the streets are suburban kids who want to be hood. Even the black kids, or kids that aren't necessarily black American, that are in other groups who trying to be hood, who rebelled against when they found out that the school system and the legal system is not going to do right by them, and somehow you know all of the money that they felt like they were entitled to in America, they're not going to get. So that's a whole nother thing. So now we got this issue where now we got to lock them up. You're not going to really get the that you think. And the truth is, you know, you're going to have to manufacture some criminality. And like I said it before, this is why you get, the NBA scandal, the mafia is in the NBA, has rigged poker games, but we only going to see basketball players and former basketball players, no mafia members. Because there ain't enough black crime out here to throw black people under the bus. So now you got to just make big news stories. Diddy and baby oil. R. Kelly with a harem of grown women in Atlanta. Oh, he was flying grown women out and smashing them. Gotta go to jail. He's gotta go to jail. Diddy. He's gotta go to jail. It's like, oh, okay. But once again, let's overlook Epstein Island. We're gonna bring out the files. Never gonna happen. Too many white people, too many rich white people, too many famous white people. Never gonna happen. Which means, you know, when the economy starts going to, not really, the economy's not going to ish. The economy's already there. And I've said it a time or two. If you black, you're considered poor in America. You're considered, we're the poor group. All these other groups said to have money and make money and have a lot of money. But what y'all don't say is a lot of these people have a lot of debt. A lot of debt. A lot of student loan debt. A lot of credit card debt. You know, a lot of vehicle debt. A lot of vacation debt. So the people who are in the worst predicament are gonna be the people who have the most debt. And normally that ain't black people. So what we gonna see is a whole lot of crime that's been going on in America that's been flying under the radar but always in everybody's faces. You're gonna see that exposed because you're gonna see more people go to that way. You're gonna see more scandals with white Americans and Asians and and Middle Easterners. You're gonna see all of a sudden all of their organized rings are gonna come out the past. All of the drug rings, you know what I mean? All of the prostitution rings, all of the child trafficking rings, all of the gambling rings. You're gonna see it all come out. All of the stealing cars and theft, with just regular thefts, whether it's car theft, um, shopping, shopping center theft. What do you call that? What do you call that? Come on, it's not strong arm robbery. So that's not what I'm thinking about. It's not the car rings, jewelry heist. You're gonna see a lot of jewelry heist. Sorry, you're gonna see a whole lot of crypto scandals with, people, people were hacking people's stuff and robbing people. You're gonna see that more and more and more. And you're gonna have a whole lot of stuff going on. But guess what? That's gonna be the whole time that we gotta blame the blacks. You're gonna see a whole lot of violence. You know, some of y'all, what y'all gonna see and not gonna see, you're gonna see a whole lot more violence at schools and churches. But it's not gonna be advertised as much. Some of these kids, they're gonna get into a fight, they're gonna come home, they're gonna get something to go to school with, they're gonna get caught at the school, and if don't nobody get shot at, we just gonna act like it didn't happen. But y'all gonna find out about it, and in some of the extreme cases, y'all gonna know about it. The healthcare fraud gonna skyrocket. All of the white collar crime in corporate America, all of that stuff gonna skyrocket. All of those scams that people just act like don't exist, these billion-dollar, industries of theft and scamming, oh, they about to come out. But you're not gonna see the faces all the time. You're just gonna hear the stories. You're just gonna hear the stories. So, but we gonna be the blame for it. Just like just like with black folks who are not black folks who are not black Americans. Just like the story that people are running with on social media about the two black ladies who were complaining about the food during a hurricane, which was definitely ignorant and stupid. But you know, there's word that those women ain't black Americans. They're from Bermuda. If they are, cool. If they aren't, it's still, if they are from Bermuda, you're gonna notice they're not gonna say anything about that. Just gonna die that down. All of the people making content, they're not gonna say anything. It's gonna die down, right? But they're not gonna put out all of this stuff on social media with black folks, black Americans, sometimes with black people from Canada that are actually in Jamaica on vacation, actually helping out. They're not gonna talk about those folks because we're supposed to be the target. Same thing with the young lady out here in Houston that just was found guilty of scamming, the Somali chick. And they told her, you ain't gonna be on social media for 10 years. You banned. for 10 years. Plus you got to pay restitution. You know, all of the folks who was all black men are evil, black men this, black men that. You know, you're not going to see retractions because they just going to move on like nothing happened. Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me. God, dog it. Hold up. God damn. Fuck. Hold up, man. Check, check. Yo, press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. Appreciate it. Okay, okay, okay. Now if y'all, I appreciate that. I ain't know if it went out or not. Shit, boy, I'm paying attention to the wrong thing. Um, so now we back at it. So you gonna have these people complaining, shit, you know, because at the end of the day, we're to blame for everything, right? So since we're to blame for everything, we gonna stay to blame. And since we the target, we gonna stay the target. So this is what we gonna do. Nothing. That's what we gonna do. Nothing. And guess what y'all gonna wanna do? Start stuff. Because we noticed it already, you know, all the stories in social media while some of y'all, you know, some of y'all drank the Kool-Aid and y'all think it's tough guy season. Y'all gonna run up on black folks. Y'all gonna start getting knocked out more and more and more. And what's gonna happen less and less and less is black people gonna go to jail for beating the brakes off of y'all. Because everything gonna be filmed. Everything is gonna be filmed. I'm gonna let you know that now. And if some of y'all gonna have y'all gonna wanna be pew pew season, and y'all gonna find out the hard way. Oh, he had something too. I didn't know. I thought this was an ambush and I can win. And we know, and we as black folks, we know that ain't just coming from the Caucasian community. It's coming from everybody. It's coming from everybody. We know everybody got an issue with us. Y'all don't even, and the crazy part about it, let me tell y'all how much we don't care. We know everybody got an issue with us, and we know it's some BS that y'all made up in y'all head. That's why we don't care about it. Ain't nothing y'all talking about that's real. Ain't none of the shenanigans y'all upset about real. None of them. What about the violence with black folks? You don't live in them areas. You ain't never lived in them areas. You never go to them areas. And you talking about what about black on black crime? You know it ain't affecting you. What about all the black people that have bad attitudes and bad customer service? You don't go to them places where it's bad customer service. Oh, and should we tell y'all the truth? Since y'all don't want to hear, first of all, don't act like bad customer service is a black thing. Oh, we get it everywhere. Everywhere is bad customer service. Well, I ain't gonna say everywhere. All the businesses that make money don't have bad customer service. Every business that makes money normally doesn't have bad customer service. All them people that's living, you know, week to week, paycheck to paycheck in debt, bad customer service. I'm black, dog. We get it. We go everywhere. Don't we've been to plenty white establishments and white business, bad service. Plenty Asians, bad service. Plenty Middle Easterners, bad service. Plenty black business that wasn't black Americans, bad service. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. Y'all gonna have an issue. And y'all gonna struggle because of y'all issue. And we not gonna care. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. And why I said earlier, because a lot of the businesses going because the economy is gonna put a lot of people in a bad financial situation and a lot of debt, because that's gonna happen. Here's the thing people don't talk about enough. That's why we know the crime rates in all you other communities gonna skyrocket. Because all the crime y'all doing out of y'all businesses, all the crime y'all doing to keep y'all business afloat, oh, it's gonna come to the light. Because y'all gonna get desperate. Y'all gonna get desperate. And y'all gonna get desperate and y'all already reckless. It's just nobody's looking at y'all like that. So since y'all already reckless and y'all already, you're already reckless and the desperation kick in, oh, y'all gonna do some egregious stuff. And what I mean by egregious, all you groups that are blaming black folks, it's not gonna be us that torpedo y'all in the criminalville. It's gonna be them other groups. White people who get screwed in the crime, gonna tell it all. Asians who get caught up in the crime, gonna tell it all. Hispanics that's gonna get caught up, gonna tell it all. You hear what I'm saying? Middle Easterns, Muslims, yep, gonna tell it all. Oh, they gonna crash these little scams in these businesses. Oh yeah, it's about to get ugly. And we the target of blame, but we're normally not the target of all of these scams because we're not looked at the group that has money. We always on the outskirts. Cool. No problem. No problem. So now y'all about to, y'all all of the talking points you got about pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be a good upstanding person and God and traditional families, that's finna go clean out the window. Clean out the window. Y'all and y'all ain't gonna have no real excuses. You know, y'all gonna have a victim mentality. Y'all gonna be blaming everybody else. But cool, but it's gonna be our fault at the end of the day. And here's the other thing about it. We not gonna be around for the blame. We not even gonna interact with y'all like that. We not gonna be in y'all mix to get blamed. All of the stuff y'all gonna blame on us, we're not gonna be nowhere in the vicinity. I know, Tony. We're not gonna be in the vicinity. Y'all just gonna have to interject us. Y'all gonna, but what about the black folks? But what about them? But the what about is we ain't gonna be there. We ain't gonna be there. And then, since we not gonna be there and everybody's gonna blame us, they gonna look for people. What they gonna do? Make up people. It's gonna be AI season. Oh, did you see the blacks? That was AI. No, it couldn't have been. I saw it with my own two eyes. Yeah, you saw AI with your own two eyes. That's what I'm talking about. Frame running. A lot of the layoffs aren't actual day-to-day workers. That's management. That's people who getting overpaid for nothing. You spent your time, and I'm gonna tell y'all, all you management people, proletariat positions type people, them same people that were hiring you, who made it your, who told you it was your business to screw over your coworkers that was doing the work, was firing you. They keeping the coworkers that you were told to screw over and fired you. Of course, they fired some of the screw ups, absolutely. And just for the record, everybody in management ain't a bad person, ain't a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what it is. Some of y'all who are just day to day, who are workers, the reason why your management scumbags is because you a scumbag when you working. So some of y'all need to be fired. But hey, some of y'all are scumbags, lazy. Some of y'all are inefficient. But that's what we talk. That's what we talk about when we talk about politics and politics on the job. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, now what you know, who you know gonna get you fired. Who you know about to get you fired. That's what's finna happen. Sorry to tell y'all, but that's the so issue. Now we got an issue, and the issue is it's not gonna be Black America's fault for the layoffs. It's not gonna be Black America's fault that AI replaced people. It's not gonna be Black America's fault that the vast majority of the middle class and upper middle class is living paycheck to paycheck, even when they financially shouldn't. It's not Black America's fault that y'all gonna start all that gambling I be talking about, that people gonna start going gambling like crazy. Oh, yeah, you think about it with Black America and them parlays. Oh, but we ain't got the money to make them crazy bets with the crazy amounts of money. Oh, you gonna start hearing it. Them Super Bowl bets, you know, them six-figure NBA game bets and college basketball bets. Oh yeah, you gonna start seeing. Oh man, they gonna start crushing people. That gambling bug gonna start crushing people because it's no nice way to say it. People assume they could anymore. You know, people aren't people don't know how to bet against the market, like the politicians and their inside trading behind. You know, and they ain't making money like that off of investing, quote unquote. The crypto bull run has been halted forever and a day, and you know, people don't know how to live beneath their means. So what they gonna do? And like I said, the debt is piling.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Do this.
Spoken from the lips of the young or the old, fear of me.
Yeah, gotta put it all in,
And they are Superman.
all the way.
I guess I'm taking off the cake through the glasses in the trash. Being super is great, saving y'all is such a drag. Even God took a break, me I ain't coming back. I got one life to live, if you don't like it, that's your ass. Cause nobody saved me, cause when I walk I'm just a peon. I could use somebody just like I'm the kings of neon. This world is cold as ice, mixed with salt, mixed with freon. They got me pissed off, but that's better than being peed on. For eons, human beings took kindness for weakness. When you constipated appreciation. Put before you life and death, and you just gotta choose. The kryptonite life means you still follow the rules. If your credit's messed up or your bills ain't paid, then it's getting disconnected. Can't nobody say the day. And I can fly, leave a building in a single bound, but I can't stand farewell to friends and I just fly around. My super friends in Justice League, only folk I kick it with. Kill Lex Luthor, so what, we had to finish it. Kids play games and adults play for keeps. And me, I play to win, but I ain't playing in these streets. And life is not a joke, then again it ain't this serious. Superman can say the day, but God can say the Superman. Saga of the kryptonite, life just ended. You enjoy listening? Man, I finished it. Lois, come holler at me. I got an ice couch. Thank you. Coming out, listening. I knew you would like it because we made it. I'm so frigid and so fly.